And you ended up appearing recently on WWE Legends House. Do you want to tell us about that experience?
Yeah, that was really a lot of fun. I mean, it was 5 weeks out in Palm Springs, California, at Harpo Marx's mansion. You know, of course, when I got there, they said, "You're rooming with Roddy Piper." And I didn't know Pipe, you know, and so for the first 2 days, we just kind of eyeballed each other. But then we hit it off to the point where the fans called it the bromance, and we became best friends. Our families became friends, our wives, our daughters, and that was the good part about it. Of course, the bad part, Tony Atlas and I had a few high spots where we almost had a fist fight 2 different times. And, you know, Tony and I haven't really got along in 30 years, you know, but we never had to live together. And they stuck us all together. And Tony, you know, he had trouble with everybody in the house. And as I always say, I can understand having trouble with me and Piper. We're a pain in the ass too. But how in the world do you have trouble with Hillbilly Jim? I mean, the guy's like a Buddhist monk. He meditates, he does yoga. I mean, and Tony had trouble with Jimmy Hart, Hillbilly Jim, Pat. He had trouble with everybody in the house. But looking back at it, it kind of added to the show because the show would have been too smooth. Tony was kind of the fly in the ointment.
What was your favorite memory of that whole experience?
Oh, geez, there was so many of them. I mean, you know, we did the first show of Legend House. They did probably 15, 20 minutes of me and Piper just trying to get a blender to work. I mean, just some of the most simplest, funniest things. But I think what I enjoyed most, it was like, you know, a lot of guys like, oh, it's a long time. It was a long time away from home and your family and friends. But, you know, everybody else would be going to bed, Hillbilly and Jimmy, Pat and Gene, Tony. And me and Piper be in bed. It was like summer camp. We're in there talking, giggling like kids, man. I enjoyed getting to know the man.
Are you still under WWE Legends contract?
No, I haven't been on a Legends contract for probably 3, almost 4 years now. Yeah, it's nice to be on a Legends contract, of course, but it's pretty constricting on what you can do. And, you know, I had a nice run on it. People were like, oh, they pulled you off the Legends contract, those sons of a gun. I said, well, I was on it for 3 years. You know, I can't gripe at all. It was money for nothing for 3 years. But I still, you know, do occasionally, like I said, WrestleMania, we're down there for fan access, Hall of Fame, WrestleMania. So they still use us quite a bit, the guys that aren't on Legends contract. But a lot of guys are.
Do you still follow the product? Obviously, they still bring you in here and there for...
Yeah, I always joke. I said, no, I don't watch too much wrestling anymore. I said, that'd be like a butcher watching him cut meat on his day off. You know, after 36 years when I'm at home, I don't really like to watch wrestling.